like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B. Just before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe all of our YouTube videos by hitting that notification bell by the subscribe button and get all the updated content. Let's get it popping. All right, y'all. So we have another special show for y'all today. But before we get started, like I said, go to follow us on our social media. If you guys would like to donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast or show your love, I will put the link inside the chat box in a minute. Actually, I'll do that right now. 1 second. I'm going to do that right now for y'all. So we're going to go ahead and just put it in here so people can see it. Man, my man. All right. There we go. So that is the link right there. If you guys would like to go ahead and go to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, or I can put it also in the description box after this video is over, or you guys can just go physically to Cash App and you can type in $BJ Matthews and then you can do it like that. But appreciate y'all coming through. My man Epic Plays, yes, we have a good one for y'all, man. Yeah, my man Rick, my co-host, y'all know what I'm saying, every Sunday with my man Rick coming in here, man, speaking that truth. He said what he said last night, talked about Luka Doncic, got a very good show. He said he's finished up some work, so no problem, bro. Take your time. We're gonna be on here for a minute. And continue to hit that like button, people, to get the notifications out. But today is Kobe Bryant Day. The late great Kobe Bryant, 5-time champion, MVP, 2-time Finals MVP, 81 points in a single game, 18-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA first team, 12-time All-Defensive team. The accomplishments go on and on, right? One of the top 5 greatest players, in my opinion, hands down. And, today's, 8/24, where he's wore his two numbers in his career, 8 and 24. We call that Kobe Bryant Day. Right, we call that Kobe Bryant Day, and today we get a chance to celebrate him and pay our homage to the late Laker great, who's arguably the greatest Laker of all time. Now, there's so many things we can just discuss off rip based off, Kobe Bryant, paying him homage, but I wanted to discuss and touch on how we rank Kobe Bryant, how we rank him, where do we rank him, what do we look at in our rankings? Because over the last, I say, arguably over the last decade since 2013, 2014, I've noticed a shift in how we rank Kobe Bryant as far as one of the best players of all time, right? There's been a shift of how we rank Kobe Bryant. This is the top 10 players of all time in order according to, I believe, ESPN. And this was just recently put out. I'm probably sure like a year or two ago. But this is the 10 greatest players of all time in order. They have Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. Pretty good list. Now, I've touched on things like this in the past. I've discussed, about rankings and listings and all that stuff, in the past. But since it's the Kobe Bryant Day, I feel like it's, only just that we do it today in honor of him. I'm going to go in detail about this, but I'm not going to get too deep because I know that I've touched on this in the past. It's going to be more about Kobe and his career and his accomplishments and stuff like that. What he's done overview. And let's get into it. So first off, Kobe has a very unique career, man. Kobe Bryant has a very unique NBA career where if you look at a lot of the top 10 players of all time, most of them weren't able, most of them, were handed the franchise. Most of them were handed the franchise. You look at these top 10 greatest players, all these players were either going to be the best player on their team right away, or they're going to be the best player on their team, in a matter of time. For the most part, Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Bill, Magic Johnson, Wilt Chamberlain, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal, all those guys were handed the keys very early in their career. Okay, Kobe's the only player in this list who actually had to learn how to be a star, right? He wasn't handed the keys right away. He was drafted on the 10th pick by the Charlotte Hornets and then traded to LA Lakers for Vlade Divac, where he was riding the bench his first couple years. Okay, his story is a little bit different. And y'all can see in the caption, it says Kobe Bryant says the Lakers bringing him off the bench early in his career was motivation. And that's facts. I remember meeting Dale Harris. Dale Harris was Kobe Bryant's coach for the Lakers from 96 to 99 before they got Phil Jackson. And it was a camp I went to. And I remember asking him, someone on the campers asking about, Kobe Bryant and why he was, not given the opportunity right away. And Coach Harris' response was basically that he doesn't give rookies and second-year players value over the veterans, the 27 to about 32-year-olds. He doesn't give them that amount of leeway. If you're a rookie, if you're a first-year player, second-year player, you're most likely going to be you having to learn, go through the rankings. But that wasn't the case for a lot of these other players, like I just named. You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron and Michael and Kareem, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson. And the list goes on and on. That wasn't the case for them. They got the keys right away. They got a chance to start their career right away. And then when we asked, Coach Harris, hey, was it because Kobe wasn't good enough? He never said Kobe wasn't good enough. He just basically said that you're still a young player, you're still growing, and you had to, mature. And that's what it was. But those first 2-3 seasons that Kobe Bryant didn't get the minutes that he really deserved, really, he had to kind of, work from behind. That means the stats wasn't going to be as high. The accomplishments, the rookie of the years, like those weren't going to be added to his resume because he wasn't given the opportunity. And like I said, it's not because he wasn't good enough. Y'all look at his high school before he came to the league. Look at those statistics. Dude averaged 30 points a game, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 3.8 blocks a game, and leading his team to a high school state championship, to a 31-3 record. So it had nothing to do with his skills. Usually, a player that comes in with those type of numbers as a high schooler, you're going to give him the keys right away. Those are better stats than what LeBron did at his school. Kevin Garnett, Tracy McGrady, all these other stars who got the keys to their respective NBA teams right away. Kobe was averaging better numbers than them in high school. And he was just as good as any college players coming out of high school. But again, it just depends on the situation that you're in. But like I said, those first couple of seasons, those first 2-3 seasons, Kobe Bryant wasn't able to have his story told until after, he got a chance to, get away from Dale Harris. And he was able to, be more of a vital piece. Now, once 99-2000 came, that's when the championship started rolling in. That's when Kobe and Shaq three-peated. Y'all remember that magical three-peat with Kobe and Shaq where they just were winning championship after championship. That's when there was a dominance. Y'all keep hitting that like button, y'all. From 99 all the way to 2002, that's when the championship started rolling in. So this was Kobe Bryant's 4th season. He came in 96, and then 99-2000, that's when the championship started coming in. So already in his 4th year, he was already winning championships, right? And then people started seeing the promise in his game. They started to see this kid being special. I believe in about his 4th or 5th season, he was already the best, one of the top two players, best players in the league with Shaquille O'Neal, right? Octavius was good, bro. Kobe felt like he was better than Eddie Jones. Yeah, he did. You know what I'm saying? Like he felt like he was better than Eddie Jones. He felt like he was better than everybody. That's what Dale Harris said. He said Kobe felt like he was better than anybody one-on-one. Felt like he could take somebody off the dribble one-on-one. That's what he was. Emperor Palpatine said, in my opinion, he's not a top five, but he was still excellent. So give me your top five, Emperor. I want, a matter of fact, I want everybody to put their top five in the comment section who's watching, man. Everybody put their top five. Oh man, Rick says, oh, so he could pass. Dog, I'm telling you, Kobe was a very gifted passer. Dude was a very gifted passer. There's a story that he had one of his teammates, Chris Duhon, and I suggest y'all, go follow that story, Chris Duhon, where when Kobe was on the Lakers, they made a bet and they said that Kobe couldn't get a triple double, and they bet like I think I want to say three to $5,000, something like that. The next game, Kobe Bryant had close to 10 assists within the first half, while having double digit points and double digit rebounds. So it wasn't that he couldn't get a triple double or get assist or whatever. It's just wasn't his role. That wasn't his role to do that. Right? I remember at the beginning of 2001, Kobe was averaging 30. Shaq was, yeah. We're gonna get into that, man. We're gonna get into all that stuff. But like I said, Kobe from the jump, bro, was very determined. He was very determined, just that he didn't get his opportunity. And I think that kind of clouds people's thinking when they just look at paper and say, oh, Kobe doesn't have all the MVPs and Kobe Bryant doesn't have this, that, and the other. Kobe Bryant, is just, is it doesn't seem as impressive because, again, he didn't have the opportunities that a lot of these other players had, and that's a fact. It's not an excuse. It's a simple fact. Unfortunately, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Now, I just mentioned his MVPs. I believe Kobe Bryant was robbed of 2 or 3 different MVPs, in my opinion. I think that because of the Eagle Colorado case that happened back in 2003, I think that, took away from a lot of his image. I think it took away a lot of his image. I think that because of that, commercials, endorsements, all types of things were just, he started to lose because he had, when you're the star of the face of the league, you have to have a squeaky clean resume. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, back in 2003, y'all remember what happened. He was accused of raping 18-year-old Eagle, Colorado. And that completely destroyed his image. That's when you started hearing, Kobe being a rapist. You started hearing Kobe Bryant, a lot of nasty things. You started hearing about him saying he ran out Shaq of LA. Like I said, this is right at the tail end of this dynasty with Kobe and Shaq. They started saying stuff like he ran Shaq out. They said he was a ball hog. They said he was arrogant. They said he was selfish. All these things that people continue to say about the man, that really clouded his image. I used to remember hearing stuff at school all the time about how, people just didn't like him just because, what the media says. And it wasn't until later on in his career where he started to clean up his image. You know what I'm saying? When people started seeing the other side of him as a father, as a husband, as a, as a philanthropist, somebody who was able to, help out with women's basketball. I mean, I really think that if Kobe Bryant was still here, the WNBA would be pushed a lot further, because he had a daughter himself that actually, played basketball, who actually died with him in that helicopter crash in 2020. He had a daughter as well that loved basketball, and she was a female. And Kobe Bryant was very big with women's basketball, right? So people got a chance to see the other side of Kobe. And, it made people kind of take a different light. Y'all keep hitting that like button too, bro. Keep hitting that like button. But this is what he was, down the line. People saw him as a different person. That's why I tell people, you can't just go off of what you hear from me, because a lot of these people in media lie. Hell, that's what they get their bank off. Just think about it and use critical thinking. Why is it that the news is always built with just nothing but negative stuff? We kept hearing, even with the COVID situation, you had people talking about all these thousands of people getting COVID, but yet nobody's saying where they're getting them from. Where is these tests coming from? You know what I'm saying? What hospitals? How are you getting those many cases in just a matter of not less than 24, 48 hours? But people don't ask themselves these questions. They just believe what the news media says. But they don't really talk about much positive about the news. There's a lot of things going on that's positive in the world that the news refuses to talk about. That's why I say with Kobe, his image got destroyed because a media put a perception out there and people ran with it. I never understood that claim that he ran Shaquille O'Neal out. I don't see how you can run somebody out when he's not the one making the decision if you stay on the team or not. Salute, Jay. Kareem, Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Bird. Okay. Okay. 2003 Kobe should have won and been MVP. Like I said, bro, once he had that nasty Eagle Colorado case happen, bro, it messed up his image. It messed up his image. Unfortunately, um, ESPN hated Kobe. Yeah, they did. They did. You already know the media's propaganda. Whatever you do, the media is going to. If you don't follow protocol, if you don't follow what they tell you to do, if you push back against what they say, if you don't, kiss up to them, they will put out false narratives about you. Right. And the worst part about it is you don't know where it's coming from, the exact source. But like I said, Kobe Bryant, the fact that he didn't get the minutes and what I'm saying, the time on the court because his coach was holding him back is a reason why his legacy wasn't as great as it could have been, which is crazy to me because his legacy's already top five, but it could have been even greater that he, got the same amount of leeway as these other players. And like I said, it wasn't because he wasn't good enough, because I said out of high school, he had just as better numbers as LeBron, as T-Mac, as KG, as any other high school player, but yet he still was riding the bench. But these other players can get the franchise handed to them. Right? And also, here's another thing. Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson came out and said this. I know y'all remember what he said. He said Phil Jackson says Kobe's more skilled than MJ. There shouldn't be a debate. Honestly, Kobe was the most skilled basketball player ever. That's a fact. But for some reason, if you say that, it's almost like it's blasphemy if you say that. I'm saying Jordan was the greatest. Don't get it twisted. Jordan was the greatest to ever play the game. Don't get it twisted. But we're talking about skills. And there's people out there who don't want to give credit to Kobe if it means to, make Jordan less than. And that's another thing people didn't like. People thought that Kobe was challenging Jordan, was like, how dare you try to challenge Mike? That's how a lot of people felt when he was playing. He had a lot of enemies. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that did not like Kobe when he was playing. They did not like him. That's why I was very surprised when, you had all these people when he passed, started saying, oh, I looked up to Kobe and I love Kobe. And, but you didn't really hear that while he was playing. Hey, Bruce, I didn't say that. That's what Phil Jackson said. I didn't say that. Phil Jackson, the coach of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, who coached them both, he said that. But what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that claim? Who was his coach as a rookie? It was Dale Harris, Coach Dale Harris, right? But this is another reason why I say you guys and I'm bringing all this stuff up because I want y'all to understand how better his career could have been had he had not had all of these shackles on him. Like I said, the riding the bench, the Eagle Colorado rape case, The whole Shaq feud. Look at these injuries that he sustained his entire career. Look at all these little injuries and big injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know how much time he missed because of, injuries to fingers, injuries to ankles, and, torn Achilles, and, what I'm saying, just body breaking down. Now, that's part of Kobe's problem was he trained entirely too hard. I mean, there's there's only certain your body can take. You know what I'm saying? Your body can only take so much strenuous abuse. Bro, Bruce, there's a video that actually Phil Jackson says that. It's not just a tweet. And if you want, I can play that when you come on, but there's an actual video. But this held him back too. His last 3 seasons, from 13 to 2016, the fact that he was hurt for a majority of those 3 years really took a toll on his individual accomplishments, his stats, his awards. Because before he tore his Achilles in 2013, he was leading the league in scoring. He was the lead league in scoring in 2012, right before he tore his Achilles. After he tore his Achilles, that's when his career went down. Right. So I say that to say this: the fact that he went through all that and doesn't get documented, doesn't get talked about, it doesn't nobody pushes back against it, is why it's so easy for people just to sit up there and be like, oh, he's in the ninth spot. Now, if I go through these people right now, I'm gonna go through them real quick. I think like number 10, he's greater than Shaquille O'Neal because he's won more championships and he wanted more without Shaquille O'Neal. And I think Kobe is. Let me just start with this. I think he's the greatest Laker of all time. If you want to say Magic, I mean I understand that, but I think Kobe Bryant, his impact, his game, his accomplishments, his statistics, all that into one, I think that makes him the greatest Laker. So I think he's over Shaquille O'Neal. Tim Duncan is a person is very interesting. If you talk about their resumes, you could say Tim Duncan's resume is as great as Kobe Bryant. You're talking about somebody who has 2 MVPs to Kobe's 1. You're talking about somebody who's had, I think, 3 Finals MVPs to Kobe's 2. Multiple defensive teams for Tim Duncan. So you can say he has a better resume, but you can also say Kobe Bryant's a more spectacular player. He's a guy who can take over a game single-handedly. Tim Duncan's a good team leader, team builder, but he couldn't take over a game the way Kobe Bryant could single-handedly. They both have 5 championships. So it's kind of like you're kind of pulling teeth. Like both of them are great as far as resume-wise, but Kobe Bryant has a more spectacular game. And I feel like he had to deal with more with that Laker franchise, vice versa the Spurs, who always been a world-class organization. Kobe had to deal with multiple coaches rotating in and out. He had to deal with more drama. Look at the Lakers now. They've been like this for years. Drama, sometimes unprofessionalism, ever since Dr. Buss has passed away. That's what he had to deal with. The Spurs have always been world-class. So, I mean, you could say Tim Duncan, but I think Kobe's a greater player. Right? Larry Bird, hey, listen, I don't know what it is. I don't know how he gets pushed over Kobe, but I mean, maybe it's the 3 straight MVPs. I don't know what it is, but they just seem to leapfrog him over Kobe Bryant, which I don't see how. Kobe Bryant's the better individual player. He has more championships. He played more years. He has better statistics. I don't see where you would put Larry Bird over Kobe. Right? That's just my opinion. I don't see where you could put him over Kobe. Maybe somebody could tell me in the chat. Will Chamberlain. Like I said, I don't put Mr. Chamberlain and Bill Russell in my top 10. I put them in their own category. That's me. So I won't even go into Will Chamberlain or Bill Russell. I put them in their own category. Magic Johnson, listen, again, Kobe's the more spectacular player. He plays both ways. He's the better overall player to Magic Johnson. Now I get it. Magic Johnson was Mr. Showtime. Magic Johnson um, changed the game up. He saved the game of basketball with Larry Bird, and I think that's where a lot of people give Magic his credit. I understand what he was, but again, the fact that you're a liability on the defensive end, that matters to me. Like I tell y'all, I'm big on two-way players. If you can play only one side of the ball, like a Luka Doncic or Nikola Jokic, but you can't play the other side, I have to take away points from you. You look at both of Kobe and Magic's resumes; they're very similar. Both of them same number of championships, multiple All Stars. Magic Johnson does have 4 MVPs to Kobe's 1, but like I said before, I believe him getting in that rape charge is what kept him from getting multiple MVPs. Now, somebody can push back on me, but I truly believe that. That's why I truly believe. There's a power struggle between the Bucks. Yeah, that the Laker franchise has been toxic for years. For years. Uh, Kareem, I think I rank Kareem over Kobe Bryant. So my bad. I don't think Kobe's the greatest. I think, well, yeah, Kobe's the greatest Laker because Kareem did have a stint in Milwaukee, but I think Kareem's a greater player than Kobe Bryant. I think his resume speaks for itself. I think what he's accomplished is why I would put Kareem over Kobe Bryant. That's my opinion. I think you can make the case Kareem's the greatest player of all time. All right. Now, this other one, LeBron, I don't know. Do I have LeBron as my top 5 player of all time? Yes. Do I have LeBron over Kobe Bryant? No, I do not. I think LeBron has gotten away with a lot of longevity records and stats that's cloud the judgment of other people, fans, players, that he's greater than what he is. And something to say about you having 6 finals losses. I'm sorry, there's nobody on this list who's lost more than they won on a big stage. That means something to me. You lost 6 times, and you've had great teams. You've had super teams, and you've lost 6 times. Y'all keep hitting that like button. So, but this is why I say the power of the media has made this invincible claim that LeBron is just right there with Mike. That there's a battle going on between Michael Jordan and LeBron, and that's the power of the media. Also, the power of the media that LeBron just skips over everybody on this list. He skips over Kareem. He skips over Magic. He skips over Kobe. He skips over Tim Duncan. He just skips over all these guys who has more championships than him, right? But he skips over them. And this just didn't happen. They've been having LeBron over these guys for like the last couple of seasons. But when you have people in the media who are supporters of LeBron who talk about him over and over, that's why I say this is what drives people to, their thinking. Because you're constantly turning that TV on. That drives your belief system. To think that LeBron just, a top 2 player of all time. I'm like, bruh, like it just seems to me his the more he keeps losing, the more people keep trying to hold his spot. And Jordan's Jordan, man. There should be nothing to say about Jordan. Not even just the finals record, like him going 6-0, but also the dominance of his era, of what he did individually, how he changed the game as far as being a guard without a center winning championships. The teams that he had were not really super teams. He had one team where he had Dennis Rodman in his second three-peat, but he wasn't going out like first of all, in that time in the 90s, players weren't going around just, teaming up with each other. Salute, Bubba. Jordan, he dominated his era. He's won more championships in less time than LeBron, and he does not have as many losses. So I'll just say this. I don't know what I don't know what argument people can make that LeBron's better than Jordan. Again, I have LeBron in my top five, but I do not have him over Jordan whatsoever. If you really look at everything in totality, there's nothing that you can say to a guy who's accomplished more than less the time. But again, this is about Kobe Bryant. This is Kobe Bryant Day. So I just want to make the claim that Kobe Bryant to me is a top five player. I believe Kobe Bryant is the third greatest player of all time, behind Jordan and Kareem. Right? I think he's greater than Magic. I think he's greater than LeBron. And I also think that all the shackles that's been held against him and his career could have even been even greater is what is more just as impressive to me. Here's a fun fact. Do y'all know that Kobe Bryant's the only player in NBA history who's won a championship without a top 75 player? And that's including Jordan. Because Jordan had Pippen and Dennis Rodman. Outside of Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant's the only player that has won a championship without another top 75 player. Pau Gasol's not a top 75 player. Derek Fisher, Andrew Bynum, all those players that people say that he had such a great team with, which was solid, but none of those players are top 75 players. And not to mention, when they played the Boston Celtics in 2010, that was a super team with 4 Hall of Famers on them. And Kobe Bryant led that Laker team to beat the Boston Celtics in 2010. That championship alone, in my opinion, was greater than LeBron's 2016 championship, where he had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love on that team. So yes, Kobe Bryant is a top 5 player for sure. But I'm gonna let y'all in and cook and say what y'all want to say. I'm just the messenger. I'm just here just reporting the news. Don't kill me for it. I know Bruce is gonna come in here with his antennas up in a bunch. So yeah, there's the link. Nah, you ain't gotta let it slide. Epic plays. I mean, is it facts? And when they talk about LeBron, it's like again, I didn't just talk about LeBron. I talk about everybody. I mean, if you talk about him being greater than Jordan, I mean, I just don't know what people can say that he's just as great as Jordan. So the Pistons 2004 had no top 75 player. Bro, I'm talking about no, you missed my point, Bubba. I said he's the only player without another top 75 player. I'm not saying like as a team. I'm saying he won it without any other top 75 player. He's the only person who's done that as a superstar. All the rest of those guys on that list had top 75 players on their team. Jordan had Pippen. LeBron had D Wade. Kareem had Magic. Bill Russell had Bob Cousy. Magic Johnson had Kareem. Will Chamberlain had Jerry West. Larry Bird had Kevin McHale. Tim Duncan had um, David Robinson. What up, Bruce?
Hey man, how you doing?
What's good with you, brother?
Uh, I'm good. I was tired until I saw your video. Now I'm full of energy.
I'm glad you full of energy now, bro.
I mean, Kawhi and Steph, one with a top 75 and one without a top 75, right?
Steph won without who top 75?
One 2015, 2022 without a top 75. Kawhi won in Toronto without a top 75.
Oh shit. Okay,
Right?
let me see. Okay, yeah, you're right. Kawhi did. We
And
talked about that too.
and what
So I'm talking about the top 10 players though. I'm not talking about I was talking about the top 10 players on the list I showed you.
I think Steph is top 10 player. I don't think Bill Russell is top 10 player. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Um, to me, Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain are not top 10. That's my opinion. Um,
Okay.
so is Kobe Bryant a top 5 player of all time? Okay. I have two lists. I have top 10, top 5 of all time, considering career, and top 5 of all time of people I've seen, or people I've seen. Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay. So Kobe is in the top 5 of people I've seen. But if I go back to the history of basketball, Kobe is not top 5 for me.
Okay. So
Um, yeah, go ahead.
who you got?
Got Michael Jordan, number 1, number 2, 3, 2, 5. People put ever however position you want. I think Larry Bird, my top 5. Magic, Kareem, I think that's 4. And number 5 would be Tim Duncan.
Okay. It's not a bad list.
To me, Tim Duncan had a better career than Kobe.
I think Tim Duncan, you can, yeah, resume wise, yeah. But the reason why I give the nod to Kobe over Tim Duncan is because, like I said, Kobe Bryant had to deal with more toxicity with that Lake organization than Tim Duncan did. And they still
Sometimes
end
it
up
was his fault.
sometimes, but there were sometimes it wasn't his fault.
Okay.
The fault of him not getting players after Shaq left wasn't his fault. For 3 years, they went through a drought. And
Why
then
did why did Kobe stop shooting against the Phoenix Suns?
because he was saying basically, from what I got, he was pouting because you say he shoots the ball too much. He was a ball hog, but he said, okay, fuck, I'm just gonna pass the ball now. Y'all see,
That's
saying I'm trying to. So he was pouting.
that's not an excuse. That's a black stain. If it was another player, we would crucify him.
No, he did get crucified. He got crucified by me. I thought he was pouting, but I said he still had to deal with a lot of negativity in that organization. Tim Duncan didn't. So the fact that he didn't have to deal with it and he still ended up with the same amount of championships, I give that more of a nod. Now, it would be different if Tim Duncan won like 6 championships to Kobe's 3. Okay, that makes sense. But they would end up with the same amount of titles.
Has Tim Duncan ever get swept after winning the championship the next year?
I got a better question.
Has,
No,
has Tim Duncan ever had a 3-1 lead and give it up?
okay, but do you remember the team he had? That roster with the '07 was as worse as this roster with this Laker team. And also, Kobe Bryant has won more head-to-head matches over Tim Duncan,
Because of
including
Shaq.
no, no. In '08, Kobe Bryant beat Tim Duncan when he didn't have Shaq.
What was the record of Kobe Bryant against Tim Duncan when Shaq left? What was the
No,
record?
I'm no in the playoffs. In the playoffs, the Lakers would destroy the Spurs in the playoffs every year.
That's
There's
not true.
only there's only 2 times the Spurs beat the Lakers was in '99, 2003.
That's not true.
Every other than that, the Lakers are always destroying the Spurs
Because of
every
Shaq.
time. No, you go back and look at those stats. In '01 and 2002, Kobe Bryant had just as better stats as Shaq in those series.
Okay.
That was a if Shaq was so great, he should have been able to win more without Kobe. He only won 1 championship without him.
Shaq was already going down his prime, and the prime went quickly because he was not taking care of his body.
That's not an excuse. You had all that time in Orlando with Penny Hardaway, and you still didn't get a championship. And then you leave the Lakers, and then you were still a top player after you left. You go to Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat. You should have been able to get at least 2 titles.
When he was in Orlando, he was against the Bulls, and he went to the finals against Hakeem.
That's not an excuse, Bruce. Just
Come
like how
on,
you said That it was an excuse Kobe Bryant was pouting. I'm not giving you an excuse for Shaq. Shaq's bottom line is that Shaq chose to be a lazy slob, and he could have been the greatest player of all time, but he didn't want it. That's on him. That's his fault.
Mm. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I am a GM, I'm taking Tim Duncan over Kobe. Why? Because he's better teammate, less headaches.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I'm not going. That's what see how it's for me. Even though Kobe was my favorite player, I would say he was difficult to deal with. I would rather play with Tim Duncan because he'll make life easier for me.
Hmm.
But as far as an individual player, there's just stuff that Kobe can do that Tim Duncan couldn't. He can take over a game single handedly. Tim Duncan could not do that.
Who's the better defender?
They're different positions.
Okay. I
Kobe's
mean,
still better and got just as much success as Tim. That's what I'm saying. He did, and plus you got to also account he had
that's
all them injuries.
that's not true. That's not true. Kobe is still better than Jordan. What? Man.
But you said you wanted to say something about Kobe being more skilled than Jordan. So you don't think he was more skilled than Jordan?
More skill at shooting over double teams and tough shots.
Better ball handler. Uh,
Man,
huh?
Jordan, the game was so easy for him. He could move easily, smoothly. Kobe was like he could go past the defender, but he wanted to prove to the defender, I'm superior than you. He's not gonna go past. I'm gonna shoot right there. That doesn't mean you are more skilled.
He had better skills. Basically, like Phil Jackson said, is that he was a better shooter, better ball handler. He had just as good as footwork.
Yeah, okay.
Jordan was just greater. He was just he the game did come easier to him because he was more athletic. He had
Who has
bigger
the most
hands.
missed? Who has the most missed? Isn't Kobe like
I'm
number
not.
one?
I'm not. But that again, we're talking about skills, skill work. Who has a better bag?
It's true, Octavius. I don't know why you're laughing. He's more skilled at shooting over double teams. Yes. Come on, man.
He's a better shooter. Period.
Mm.
Jordan just took. It's like you said. Jordan, and Kawhi. Kawhi takes smarter shots. Paul George takes a lot of tough shots. That's how you can. I mean, Jordan is more better. He has better shot selection, but he ain't a better shooter.
Who has the better IQ?
Jordan. That has nothing to do with skills.
I don't think the better Kobe is a better 3-point shooter. I'll give you that.
Better
But come
free
on,
throw shooter. Better mid range shooter.
what? No, I'm not taking that. Kobe is a better mid-range shooter than Jordan.
Yep.
Man, come on, man. No way. No way.
He took more shots, Bruce.
Oh my God. No way.
You
No way.
can't tell me he's a better free throw shooter, a better 3-point shooter, but not a better mid range shooter. He's a better shooter all
Kobe
around.
is a better mid-range shooter than Jordan. Come on, man. Nah, I'm not taking that one. Mm-mm.
That's fine. Imitation is the best form of yeah. You guys are missing it. I'm not saying he's greater than Jordan. What I'm saying is that he's more skilled. And Phil Jackson, his coach, who coached both of them, said the same thing. There's nothing wrong with that.
Phil Jackson was smoking that day. You know he smokes. That thing is going. Come on, man.
Nah, he don't smoke. But it's okay.
He smokes. He smokes that hookah or something. What is it called?
Right,
Sage. Sage.
right, right. Okay. It's okay. But other than that, um, so you also said Magic is better than Kobe.
Yes.
Okay, explain that one.
Here's the thing. See, I'm not going off on Kobe because his birthday was yesterday, so I'm going soft right now. So back in the day, I would go off on Kobe, but I'm not gonna do that. So um, if I want to win, if I want to the team to be, if I want to have fun watching basketball, I'm taking Magic. If I want the winning play for anybody on the team, because I know any other player on the team is gonna be dangerous because they're gonna get the ball. I'm taking Magic. Better chance to win, Magic. Um, and Magic can play any position, center, point guard, and um, and I know I would have a mismatch, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I know Magic is tall, 6'9". It will, you know, there's not a lot of people who can guard him.
Okay. But my thing is, I agree with all that. But here's the difference. Why I say Kobe's better. Because Kobe can play both sides. Magic Johnson had no defensive teams. We can't sit up here and say Luka's a liability on defense, Jokic's a liability on defense, but not give Magic that same smoke. Because I think what it is that people like Magic, so they kind of give him criticism with kitty gloves. It's because he's like you pretty much laid it all out. You said you would play with Magic because you like playing. You say he's more fun. I didn't ask it because how fun he was. I'm asking who's the better player. And this is what we've been doing. Like when first people that we like, we give
Okay,
kitty gloves.
I have a question. Is your top five player based on individual one-on-one or basketball
Everything.
team, basketball play?
Everything.
Because
Championships.
if it's one-on-one, Kareem should not be top five
No,
for
it's
you.
not one on one. It's championships first, which they both have five. Statistics, accomplishments, dominance in your era, teams you faced, your skills, and your
Did
impact.
Kobe did not dominate an era? A lot of people
Crazy.
won. A lot of people won on Kobe's watch. Come on now.
Crazy. Dude,
Did-
that three-peat,
So
that
if
Kobe
Kobe
Shaq, that
dominated an era, how come he has only one MVP? Even
I
though I
told
know
you.
it's
I
politics.
told you why. I told you. You heard what I said. I said because of this rape allegation is why he had just think about it. When '03 happened, when he got in that rape, all his endorsements were lost. Go back and look at those seasons when people won MVPs. That dude was the best player in the league from '02 all the way up until I'll say about 2010. He
That's
was
not true.
literally the best individual player in the league.
That's not true. Tim Duncan was one of the best players in the NBA.
He again, I said individually, he was the best. Tim Duncan's a team, yeah, team wise, but he wasn't winning shit when Kobe and Shaq were together.
Tim Duncan won the MVP for being an individual. So he wasn't the best player in the NBA that year.
Again, Bruce, when Kobe and Shaq were together, Spurs weren't winning shit, and that's the one with two players.
That that's what I said earlier. You said no. I said Shaq was there.
But it
Remember? And I
wasn't
said that?
Shaq. But you trying to give all the credit to Shaq, bro. If Shaq got all the credit, then he would have won more without Kobe. But Kobe somehow found a ways to win with more with less. He won two championships without another top 75 player in 2009, 2010, and they beat four Hall of Famers. Shaq never did no shit like that.
I don't think I'm comparing to Shaq. I'm saying Tim Duncan in my top five instead of Kobe. I never said Shaq was top five.
But you said Shaq they won without Shaq, and that's not true. That's not true. Like they both were a 10, they needed each other. But the which Tim Duncan, I have no issue if you put Tim Duncan over Kobe. I have no issue there because as far as resume is concerned, Tim Duncan had the better, in my opinion, had probably a better resume. But I say with Kobe, the fact they both won the same amount of championships, and Kobe didn't have, he had more of the challenges he had to go through. I think that's more impressive. That's just, I
Kobe,
mean, that's just, it's to each his own though.
Kobe wanted to be the man. He created those challenges. He wanted those challenges.
So he created this challenge of that drought in '04 to 2007 when they brought no players in. He created that challenge.
He said, if Shaq is there, I'm out. He wanted his own team to prove that he can win without Shaq.
He didn't. Okay, that story came out. What happened was the owner is the one who tried to force and say Shaq wants. Shaq is the one that started all that. Shaq is the person that started all that rift with the Kobe and Shaq feud, and creating all that. He's the one who started all that. He even said in the interview, he was always been media savvy. Like he's the one who created that entire feud between the two. And he apologized when they had a sit down interview. After both players retired, Shaq said, "I apologize for what I did." Because he knows he does all this stuff that Shaq says on TV, on crazy stuff on TV. Shaq knows how to, stir and rile everybody.
I
That
remember
was
from that
he
interview,
created
Shaq
that.
was talking about he was not training in the summer because he knew that Kobe was there. I don't remember him apologizing for the
Bro,
feud.
no, towards the end of that interview, Shaq said, "I know I've been an asshole to this guy. So I apologize. I'm not gonna be on here crying or nothing, but I do apologize for what he said." And Kobe said, "Thank you," because Shaq was the one who tried to slap him in a private practice in Loyola Marion at a Loyola Marymount University. Shaq is the one who put that out there that Kobe Bryant was selfish. Kobe Bryant was this. He's the one who put all that out there.
He said all that in that interview. I don't remember him saying that. He just apologized, but he didn't say all that.
Yeah, he apologized. That's why I'm telling you, Bruce. He apologized for all that. That for all the stuff he did in the past, that's why if you apologize to me, why are you apologizing for me if you didn't do nothing wrong?
You may have done something, but let's not exaggerate for the reason why he apologized.
Okay. Hold on. Let's get Bubba in first. We'll get back to that. Bubba, go ahead.
Yeah, salute. I feel like the Kobe and Shaq thing, they both complemented each other. Like when they get into the playoffs, Kobe carries them, but when they get to the finals, it's a different Shaq. That's why Shaq was, I believe, the 2000 finals was one of the biggest carry jobs in NBA history. Shaq carried the Lakers, even though he fouled out in one of those games and Kobe took over. For the majority of the series, it was Shaq, and in those three
Right.
finals runs. In those three finals runs, it was Shaq. So I feel like Shaq was the best player, but en route to the finals, Kobe was doing his thing. Kobe was balling out, but
No,
what'd you say, Bruce?
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, if
I
you
know what I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
oh, okay. So I feel like Kobe dominated throughout the players, but when they got to the finals every time, Shaq was the best player.
And that was the whole thing. That's what the plan was. What it was, and people missed this, is that the plan was Shaq had a mismatch in all those finals against the Pacers, against the Sixers, against the Nets, that they made him be the vital point on offense. That's how he won those 3 MVPs. But what's not talked about is how they got to the playoffs. When they would face the Kings, when they would face the Spurs, when they would face these Western Conference teams, who had much more challenges, and yet they still, yet that Kobe Bryant would still be the guy who would be the person to bail them out. Look at the scoring averages in the '01 playoffs.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
you
sorry.
can't. That is not no carry job.
That doesn't mean anything. I mean, Shaq could have been set down and then
Now I
Kobe.
said the one in 2000 was the carry job.
Yeah, that's the only one. Other '01 and 2002 was not no carry job. There's
Nah,
no. There was not no scoring averages means everything.
we cannot look at stats and those stats could be lying, because Phil Jackson could have put Shaq on the bench early, and then Kobe is still in the game scoring. So
No, Bruce, you can't do that. You're trying to take away what Kobe contributed and say it's a lot.
I didn't.
How
That's
you
not what I
supposed to
said.
look at it? How you supposed to look at it if you don't look at numbers? What are you
Because
supposed to look at?
numbers lie. I have seen, for example, there was one Miami Heat game. D Wade was dominating the game. This is the reason why they won the game, and LeBron scored more points.
We're not talking about a game. We're talking about the whole playoffs. Look at what it says. The whole playoffs. It's not just one series, not one game. It's the entire playoffs. You can't make that up.
I'm sorry, that's not true, because 2001 Shaq was still the best player on the team.
Well, I don't see that. According to this, he basically what it was a 1-2 punch. Then the fact of the matter is that without Kobe Bryant, Shaq did not win as much Kobe won without him. So you can say I don't feel like that. I mean, what we gotta go by is actual what happened. Kobe won 5 championships. Shaq won 4.
Oh my God, no!
And they both played the same amount of years. So what am I supposed to do with that?
So if Kobe scored like 51 game, and then the rest of the playoff he scored like 30, and his average is gonna still be higher, that's not the same thing.
It doesn't matter, Bruce. If I get 30.7, if I'm you said, because you said carry first, you start off with saying he got carried because he won because of Shaq, and I shut that down and said no, they both needed each other. And Bubba came on here and cleared it up. He said in the playoffs it was Kobe, in the finals it was Shaq, and that's what I would go with. Like Shaq was the person in the finals. But Kobe didn't to the road to the finals, it was Kobe.
That's not true. The road to the final, Shaq was a monster. Shaq was a monster between 2000 2002. They would put 2 people on him. Kobe would be wide open. Come on, man.
Right. So he was wide open every play.
You know how many players had bruises after playing against Shaq in 2000, 2001, 2002?
Again, we're not talking about dominance. I said better. I'm saying who's the better player.
Shaq was the better player. Are you saying Kobe was the better player in 2001, 2002?
Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Because every point I put out, you say that that's not true, or it could be something else. I brought up the fact that Phil Jackson said Kobe was more skilled than Michael Jordan. I brought up the fact that I said Kobe Bryant was just as impactful as Shaq, and you shut everything that I said down, even though I put out actual evidence. So,
but bro, you can't really take everything Phil Jackson says. He wrote a book and he was criticizing Kobe.
He ain't got no reason to lie. If I say that, if I'm a coach and I write a book on, think about what you just said, Bubba. He said all the stuff he said about Shaq or about Kobe Bryant in a book, but yet he tells you that he's more skilled than Michael Jordan. That's telling you that there's nothing that he's being biased about. He has no reason to lie.
So are you saying that Kobe was better than Shaq in 2001 and 2002?
Hold on, Bruce. I hate to do this to you.
What? You're not answering the question.
No, hold on. Go ahead. No, you read this is what Shaq said to himself. I'm not saying anything. I'm just gonna keep referencing everything that they're saying. I'm not saying anything. So what does that title say?
All right, there you go. I got something to say.
Shaq always calls everybody the best player in the world.
See, that's what I'm talking. See, every time I bring something up, you can never just say, yeah, that's what he said. You have to always attach something to it.
Shaq lies all the time. Shaq wanted to boost that kid ego and said, oh, he's the best player in the world. Of course he's not the best player in the world.
So you're telling me Kobe needed an ego boost?
Yes.
No, he didn't. The dude, he came in with an ego. He felt like he was better than anybody before he got stepped in the league. You think he needed an ego boost?
Yes, Kobe had a huge ego. That's why he won those 2 championships and said under conference, the press, he said, "Now I have more championship than Shaq." It's not
Bro,
his ego. It's because
again,
of his ego. He was a great player.
right, and he came in with that ego. So is Shaq saying Shaq doesn't need to call him the best player in the world to boost his ego? He came
Yes.
in with an ego. He
Uh,
took three. He was the only person to airball 3 airballs against the Utah Jazz when you had all those vets on that team didn't want to take those shots. And it was Shaq that came out and said that this guy has guts to take these shots. So he came
so,
in with that belief, felt like he was better than anybody.
so because of what you're showing on the screen, so you think in 2001, 2002, Kobe was the best player.
At that time in the conference in the playoffs, he was playing like the best player in the league.
Oh my God.
At that time.
Shaq was unstoppable, man. Unstoppable.
Right. He was. He was unstoppable.
They had to foul him to put him on a free throw line. That was the only way to stop him.
Okay, so Bruce, let me ask you a question. If he's so unstoppable, why he only got 4 titles out of 19 years?
Oh my God.
No. I'm asking you, why does he only have 4 titles?
Because he instead of playing
Exactly.
because of
You can't even answer it.
because of playing basketball, of trying to win, he was eating.
Bro, again, so that's whose fault is that?
That's his fault.
So you can't say for somebody who's that great, he sure as hell dropped the ball a lot of times. I'm not giving credit for bad behavior. I'm not doing that. There's no way in the world I can't do that.
You cannot gonna use the end result to say at that time, at that chapter, Shaq was the best player in the world.
Again, in 2000, yes. When he won the MVP, yes.
Only in 2000? Oh
okay, there were certain points of the season, as he just said, he was the best player in the league.
Every team tried to get a big guy, a huge guy, just to foul Shaq for free throws. Every team they tried to get a. Why did you think the Sixers got Dikembe?
That has nothing to do with what I said, Bruce. That has nothing to do with what I said. Go ahead, Bubba.
Okay.
I mean, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my God.
But BJ, I think Shaq was the best player in those years, though.
Yeah. Okay. So he was from 2000 to 2002. If you're talking about overall, yes.
Yep.
All I'm saying is that we get into this back and forth like Shaq carried Kobe. And I'm telling people, and you guys can see on the screen, but Bruce is trying to sit up there and say it doesn't mean anything. That's not the truth. The fact of the matter is they both needed each other to win. Can we at least agree to that?
Yeah, I agree on that.
Okay. Now, this ain't no situation where Shaq would just carry him and just pull him, and that would be the end of it. And I'm saying, if you look at, again, there was points in the playoffs that Kobe was playing like the best player in the world. While Shaq was fouling out, missing free throws, and teams were finding ways to slow him down, he had to pick it up. He had to pick up the slack that Shaq would to leave on. Like those are certain situations that he had to do. And let me say this: people also don't bring this up. From 96 to 99, when Kobe Bryant was not the second fiddle, Shaq didn't start winning until Kobe became who he was. Those 3 years, Shaq got put out by the Spurs, by the Jazz, by teams in the conference, in the Western Conference, in the first and second round, year after year. But it wasn't until Kobe became who he was that they started winning actual championships. That gets lost as well.
So only Shaq was put up. Only Shaq. Kobe was not on the team.
No. So see, that's why we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna give him. This is why I don't like. We want to give Shaq credit when things are going well, but when he loses, you want to say, oh, bring the team up again. I tried to bring Kobe up, and when I was trying to give him credit, but you didn't want to give him credit. But since I just brought up a point that Shaq was losing year after year, you want to say, oh, it's about the team now. You can't have it both ways.
I was what? It was not even the same team that was in 2000. You know, Glenn Rice was not on the team. It was a different team. Ron Harper was not on the team. You know, Phil Jackson was not the coach. That's not the same thing.
No, he was getting criticized. Shaq was getting criticized for not winning. He was in his prime losing. He was already in his by 96, he was already in his 5th year. He went to the finals with the Magic, but he was constantly getting put out early by the Lakers, and it took a toll on him. And he even said it in interviews that I need this kid to develop quickly. The dude with Kobe was 21 years old when he helped Shaq win a championship, their first championship. He was only 21. How many 21-year-olds do you know right now winning championships?
A lot.
No, you don't.
They're not the start of the team, but they win.
No, they're not an impactful player.
How old was Magic when he won the championship? How old was Magic?
Okay, Magic, yeah. How well? Who else you got? You said a lot.
Jordan Poole.
So Jordan Poole was a better player than Kobe Bryant? Okay, shut that shit up.
Wait, that's not what we're talking about. You said how many 21-year-old won the championship. We're not talking
leading their
about great.
No, I said leading their teams as one of the top 2 players on that team. Jordan Poole is not a top 2 player on the Warriors.
Magic
was the only player you can think of.
No, there's a lot of.
I mean, Tim Duncan.
I don't think he was 21. But I mean, all I'm saying is, as far as the top 10 list goes, if we want to talk about it, I think again.
I mean, Tony Parker was 21.
I'm not going to even answer that.
Okay.
But as far as the top 10 players, if we think about it, I don't disagree with Bruce on Bill, Russell, and Will Chamberlain. I think they believe they belong in their own category. I think that they should be in their own category. Larry Bird, I don't think he's better than Kobe Bryant.
Wow. Okay.
Because he doesn't play both sides. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. He plays both sides. He doesn't have the athleticism as Kobe Bryant.
Oh my God.
He doesn't have the athleticism.
If I have a last shot to save my life, I'm taking Larry Bird over Kobe Bryant. Sorry.
I love how you just take the best attribute of somebody and put that as the whole argument.
Oh, see, so you agree? Okay, thank you. So you're gonna take Kobe over Larry Bird? Okay, that's good. I mean, but I'm
no. I don't take Kobe over Larry Bird. I don't take Kobe over Larry Bird as far as the last shot.
With Larry, I know I'm getting the ball. If I'm playing with Kobe, I know I'm not getting the ball.
See, that's the thing. You just think about having fun. You don't think about
basketball is supposed to be fun. Basketball is supposed to be fun, man. Come on.
It is, but it also you got something to say about winning. Lakers just acquired Pat Beverly.
Oh, they're doomed.
It don't even look right.
They're doomed, man. This guy, they're gonna struggle. This guy can shoot. He's gonna spit. Come on, man.
But how is he gonna coexist with Westbrook?
Oh, good luck with that.
That's gonna be funny.
Westbrook is not on the team.
That's gonna be funny. But they might make it to the playoffs.
Oh, man.
They might make it to the playoffs.
They got rid of a young guy for or this guy. Come on, man.
Every team he's been on, he's took it to the playoffs, Bruce.
He did not take them. He participated. He did not take the thing.
Participated. That's the word.
So the Timberwolves were terrible the year before he got there, and he helped them to the playoffs.
He helped them with the toughness, but he was not. Where was he when they were leading 20 points plus? Why couldn't he? Why couldn't he lead to wins?
Ask Karl Anthony Towns that. Ask Anthony Edwards that. Ask D'Angelo Russell that. I'm not putting that on Pat. So
So all
Pat,
the Lakers fans that were making fun of Pat Beverly are gonna be like, Pat Bev. We'll see.
yeah.
yeah.
Now Pat Bev said if he's on the Lakers, they go to the Western Conference Finals. Now we'll see. We'll see about that.
No, they ain't. As long as they stay the hell away from us, they're not. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even picture him in the Lakers uniform.
The,
It'll look right.
the only reason they got Pat Bev is to know the secrets of the Clippers. Okay.
There ain't no secret of guarding Kawhi.
Oh my God! You know the Lakers are desperate if they think Pat Bev is
I mean,
there.
it's a different team from when he left.
What you talking about? The Clippers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pat Beverly, one of the most overrated player of all time.
But I could have sworn you was vacating for Pat Bev.
Not me.
Advocating for him.
Not me. I said that the Wolves made a mistake.
Letting them go.
Of letting Pat Beverly go because they're gonna be worse now.
Isn't that advocating for him?
No, that's recognizing the impact of a player.
What did they give for it? I don't think they had to give anything up because I think he was I think he bought his contract out.
Who, Pat Bev?
Yeah.
No, they traded THT.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they traded THT, a young player, for Pat Beverly. Wow.
So THC is going to Utah?
Yep.
Wow.
That's why I said they got worse.
I didn't know that. I thought it was they didn't have to trade anything. Pat Bev and Westbrook, could y'all imagine them on the same team?
Oh my God.
I don't think they like each other. Like I don't think they like each other.
No, they don't.
Man, this is a great topic for Undisputed and First Take.
I'm going to First Take tomorrow. I'm going to be checking. They're coming to where I'm at right now. So
Wait, you in Frisco?
I'm in Dallas, yeah, right now.
Good luck with the rain and stuff.
I'm gonna get there early, like at 6 a.m.
Okay. Good luck. Good luck with Michael Irving sweating and yelling. All those yelling.
Yeah, but okay. So, anyone else on this list that y'all have a issue with, or being on the top 10?
No, only Wilton Bill.
I don't respectfully, Wilton Bill are not my top 10 for me. Respectfully.
Okay.
If Wilt was so dominant, how come he only had one championship when he was with the Warriors and whatever, Sixers, and then he went to the Lakers. He had to have Jerry West and Baylor, something like that, even though Baylor quit in the middle of the season.
Do y'all think Kareem has a case of being the greatest of all time?
Well, If LeBron pass him in points, that chance is fading.
Well, he's gonna pass him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The more LeBron play, the less chance he has to be the GOAT to me. How come you're so great and you only won? You're gonna play 20 something years and you're gonna win only 4? Come on, man.
Yeah, kind of similar to another guy we just talked about who won 4 championships in 19 years. Kind
Who?
of reminds you.
Shaq.
Yeah. So you
Again,
just really
Shaq,
made my
Shaq,
point.
Shaq is not in my top 5. I said Tim Duncan. Really? See?
Yeah, I just don't. So you say he's not greater than Kobe?
But bro, Kobe played more years than Shaq.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Shaq played
No.
19.
No, they both played. Both Kobe played 20 years, quote unquote, even though he had all them injuries. Shaq played 19.
Yeah.
Shaq had injuries too.
Do you have a torn Achilles?
Nah.
Thank you. Mhm. Look
Did
at
you
the
did you
injuries. All them injuries sustained.
did you see how Shaq left his last game? Did you remember?
Yeah, I think he was eating a cheeseburger.
Come on. I never said Shaq was better than Kobe. I said Tim Duncan is better than Kobe.
Okay. Okay. I ain't Tim Duncan ain't get a Tim Duncan day.
Man, well, we're not gonna use marketing to make a point. If I want to sell jersey, I want Kobe. If I want to put people in the stands, I want Kobe. But if I want to win and peace in my locker room, I'm taking Tim Duncan.
I agree with that. And what about winning?
Ooh, man. If I have good players on my team, I'm taking Kobe. But if I have average players, I'm taking Tim Duncan.
Hmm.
And if I have mentally weak players on my team, I'm not taking Kobe. I'm taking Tim Duncan. If I have mentally strong players, I'm taking Kobe. So it depends on how you your taste or your team. So and I'm gonna tell you, I used to hate Kobe Bryant, man. I used to hate this guy, man. I used to hate Kobe Bryant. You know why I hate him? Because I thought he was so good that he was gonna be better than Michael Jordan. Because I used to be such a MJ fan. I was like, dang, this guy is gonna be way better than him. Because the way that I saw Kobe was rising, the way he was playing, I was like, dang, this guy. That's why. But I recognized that he was great.
Mm-hmm.
But
So,
there was weaknesses, man. I'm not talking about his game. I'm talking about the way he was treating other teammates. And
Yeah. Soft like Charmin.
uh, yeah, like, and that's what it usually is. A lot of people. That's why I say a lot of this ranking is a lot of off court stuff. People just didn't like Kobe because how he moved and how he did things. You know, certain people couldn't swap. They couldn't tolerate him, unfortunately. And like you said with Bruce, like yeah, people thought they didn't want him being better than Mike,
yeah,
unfortunately. So, which I think is silly because it's like somebody's always gonna be better than the next person. It's always gonna be somebody better at some point.
but I'm not gonna say I wasn't impressed when he was making shots against the Suns. I saw him make a shot against the Sun, and he tapped the coach. I mean,
Yeah, Alvin Gentry.
I saw when I thought the Spacers were gonna win the game, and this young guy scored, and every time he scored, down the court, scored. I was like, damn, this kid. Okay, so Okay, I
Yeah.
saw him go dealing with the court thing and then hitting a 3-point winner against Portland, against the Pistons. So that's why I think he's better than LeBron. This guy, when he has the ball in the fourth quarter, he's scary, man. He's scary. If you're the other team, you're scared. LeBron never scared me.
No.
You
Well, I
never scared
remember
of
the
LeBron?
Suns.
Nah, never scared of LeBron, man. Never. Never scared. D Wade scared me more than LeBron. Sorry.
Yeah. I think LeBron was scary like in those Miami days. I think that's when he was scary.
There's not a lot of players right now that can scare opponents, in the NBA right now. I'm not scared of Giannis. Sorry, I'm not
Wait,
scared of Giannis.
Kawhi.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
The other guy said Zion. I'm not scared of Zion. I already know. He said Zion number 5. Come on, man.
That was ridiculous.
Somebody asked me how old I was. 29. What up, bro?
Man, what's going on, y'all? Why y'all all fighting on here? We supposed to be brothers.
You already know how it is. How this
I,
subject go.
we
I will
we
not. I
supposed to
will
be
never fight in
brothers.
the channel like other channels I've seen. Go ahead.
Bro, hey Brick, we should show you some real channels that be going at it, bro.
Oh
Like
man.
these niggas be like ready to go to somebody's house, pull up to somebody's house. Like,
This the barbershop channel, man. It's just freedom, however you feel. Um, One thing I will say that I will give Bruce, because I was finishing up my work and my cases over here. Like, one thing I do admire is that as much as he, you know, likes what he likes, see what he saw, he still gave like Kobe his flowers. And like when I pay attention to people, it's like it makes me think it's not really a biased thing. And then he was transparent by saying, "Man, I just hated how good this dude was looking at that time. Like he could have been better than Jordan." So I think when people show me stuff like that, it's like, okay, he's coming from a fair, point of view. Because anytime I'm listening and it's like it's just going one way, because I mean, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, everybody made a good point. And when it comes to Shaq and Kobe, man, I really leave that one alone because the way you and Bruce was going back and forth, that's all I hear all day with that. Like it's just, I think it comes down to what Bruce kind of shed light on it. It just comes down to, perception, maybe what you saw. And Bruce said numbers lie, BJ saying, how do you look at stuff if you don't? So man, it really comes down to, I think, your feel of the game. Uh, Me personally, I think I love Kobe so much just because I like the mentality of him. That's what made him a weirdo. That's what made him hated by many. He just wasn't like the crowd, and he was very brazen and blunt. And I think the reason why I kind of gravitated towards that is because I get that same vibe with people sometimes. I mean, I wasn't as intense as he was, but definitely, I felt that. So I think just coming from, where you come from, how you think, how you look at the game, things of that nature, like BJ was saying earlier, it was a harder road. But then, of course, Bruce comes back. He says that, well, he chose that road. And then BJ comes back. And then he's like, well, can you choose a team? It's like, the whole time I'm listening, I'm like, exactly. You could pick apart anything when it comes to certain things of that nature. But overall, if something moved you as a fan or something moves you as a viewer, in the way you maybe even when you play ball, the way you come at the game, you're gonna pretty much gravitate towards something that you're relevant to or that you like. So overall, man, I'm not gonna get on here and clown nobody or say somebody was right or wrong because all you guys were like making really good points when I was listening to doing my work over here. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just gonna say this for Kobe. I mean, in his memory, the dude was stellar, spectacular to watch. Like I said, like this mentality. He has some blemishes in his career, of course, like anybody else. But hey, man, he left us with something to talk about, like we're doing tonight. So that's what I will say on him.
Man, regardless of what me and Bruce, man, Bruce is cool. Bruce is cool people. I could just feel the vibe with Bruce, like, even
No,
though
Bruce, that dude, man. Like, bro, look. You see, I ain't. Look now,
Bruce,
you know me. I'm a pit bull, man. Like, that's why I said, look, I'm listening to y'all. I'm like, y'all making points, So, uh,
I'm,
what
I'm,
next,
go-
say?
I'm not gonna lie. I miss watching Kobe Bryant. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I miss watching because he helped me love basketball more.
Mm.
Because even though I didn't like. Okay, I didn't like Kobe because he reminded me of MJ too much, man. He was scary, man. Scary good, scary good,
hmm
so good, man. And I think he was robbed of couple MVPs. Okay, I agree. When the gentleman said in the chat, he should have won a lot more MVPs. And I see people saying, "Oh, LeBron was 17 years the best player in the NBA." I'm like, wasn't Kobe playing? I've seen so many times
yeah,
Kobe play against LeBron, and LeBron is scared of shooting,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's just, it's like I said, man. It's a lot of stuff that contributed to why Kobe's ranked on low lists on people's lists, man. Like from the rape allegations through whole Kobe and Shaq feud to the whole selfish ball hog and him copying Jordan. Like there's so many things that contribute to it, man. To the point where it's just like you kind of just pick who you pick and where you place them is where you place them because it'll be all day you be going back and forth with people. I just really just be like, man, it is what it is.
All basketball players copy. Jordan said he learned the fadeaway from Jerry West. I think. I think I remember saying that, or the jump shot from Jerry West. All basketball players copy. A lot of players are copying Steph right now. LeBron is copying Steph. A
Trey
lot of players.
Young,
Yeah.
Trey Young, yep. Yeah, man.
I
But
copied JaVale McGee. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Which JaVale McGee? Is it Shaq and the Fool, JaVale McGee? Or
Hey man, this past I take that back because the last time I played ball I was actually balling. I was actually killing. That's up on Facebook. But I say like probably a few months back I was doing Shaq to the Fool moves, but I was losing the ball, falling. Shoot, brother got through eating that Subway sandwich. Hey, rough.
hey, what you think? What you think about the Pat Bev transaction, the Lakers, bro?
oh my God.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know. Okay, for one, I don't see no point. I mean, he should have just stayed with the Wolves, honestly. But I mean, what my thing was now, well, who did they acquire? Like, what was the transaction? Did they just pick him up, or what happened with that?
They traded the Stephen A. hairline Tucker for Patrick Beverly.
I mean, the Lakers suck anyway, so I guess it's almost
Oh,
like like they, I don't know, like they. I mean, I guess you don't want to suck more, but I don't know. That to me, that's a question mark. I don't know, man, because I kind of had high hopes when Westbrook came just a little bit. Like maybe if he can play like that crazy outlandish ball he used to play in OKC, maybe it'll kind of help. But then he got there and the Laker fans booed him. Now he sad. So I'm like, I
whoa.
don't know. I don't know if Patrick is going
They
I don't know what
traded
he's
two
gonna.
players for Patrick Beverly.
They traded Stanley. Oh, damn! I didn't know they traded him too.
That's crazy, man.
Man,
Are they
man, I
drunk?
don't, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
That's
I didn't know
weird.
that. I didn't know that.
It's because it's one thing if like I don't know, Lakers ain't really been, doing nothing for me to really be like, oh, this is good or really bad. I mean, I guess it's more bad since they traded two people in this situation, two bodies for one. That's not really gonna make up for the two you just lost. But
Well,
yeah,
well,
that's
that's.
weird.
But you know what, bro? And I don't want to speak too much on it because we gonna talk about it Sunday. But this go right back to the whole should LeBron take all that money? Because I mean, the man took about 98.2 million, and this is my problem is LeBron is like this. This is why I don't think he's about winning no more because you can easily take a pay cut and just be like, we're gonna get some players, but you want to eat up all the money, even though you're a billionaire anyway. And talking about it kills you when people don't have the same mindset as you to win. Well, you ain't giving the team a chance to pick up no real pieces. I mean, they picked up Pat Bev, who I think is a good piece, but Lakers about having superstars, man. Like I'm pretty sure they would love to have a Kyrie Irving or a Donovan Mitchell or whatever. They can't afford them. Yeah, man. He said is Jazz in their right mind trading Pat for THC. Yeah. Pat Bev trick y'all, man, like he played defense. He don't guard nobody, man. Bro, that's gonna be interesting to look at Westbrook and him on the same team.
Oh man.
I don't know if Russ is gonna be gone. You think Russ gonna be gone next?
I don't know. We'll see. The Lakers are the is one of the they keep on giving stupid headlines. So I mean Stanley Jensen practically helped them last year. I don't know why they traded two players for Patrick Beverly. Is Patrick Beverly that good? I don't see it, man.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
Well, my
I mean,
thing is,
yeah, yeah.
why would you trade two players for one?
It's crazy.
Nah.
Yeah, something ain't right here.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, LeBron's probably like, yo, I want the meanest people on my team. Like I need some dogs.
Isn't Pat
That's
Beverly
probably what he
injury?
did.
He's injury prone. Doesn't he get injured all the time?
Yeah, that's what he had a problem with us. Like he couldn't stay on the court during the season.
Okay.
Yeah, you got older, man. You didn't get young. You got older. They already old as hell as it is.
Oh my God.
Hey, is that Bubba tuning sports?
Nah, that's he from Cleveland, Tuning Sports. That's the homie from Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Bubba's Doubtless Sports.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Bubba
Russ,
right there.
Russ gonna stay forever, man.
Hey, you know what, Rick? I think he is, man. I was thinking if they was gonna trade Russ, find a deal, but I don't think nobody want him.
Man. Oh, salute, players for keep, salute. Yeah, man, but I don't know what they're gonna do with because Russ ain't going nowhere. I'll take Russ. Hell, I'm out of shape. I need somebody to play with on the basketball court on the weekends. Get a ball to Russ.
That nigga Russ, man. I'm pretty sure him and LeBron get in a fight. Something gonna happen in that locker room.
I
You
mean,
gonna hear it. Go
I feel
ahead.
like LeBron, and I don't mean to speak on another man, but I honestly feel like LeBron just honestly there just to collect a check now. You know, his mind is probably on other things. He knows he's gonna get a triple double when he feels like it. He trying to get past I almost said Bill Russell. Uh, what's the brother name? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like, I just think he got like a few more checklists to do. He just really just biding his time, man. Like, he want to play with his son. I don't really think he's. I mean, because I feel like LeBron's always been able to, as an individual, do his thing. Like, I just feel like he's gonna keep doing that till he reached that stat. He already feels accomplished and accommodated. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's I don't know. The media makes him look good. It's just, I mean, he's good. I feel like he's good in his mind. You know, he ain't got nothing to prove. He already beat Steph Curry and them boys from that 3-1 comeback. So that's what made him the greatest, in his own words. So to me, he's just on chill mode.
Now Draymond is his agent.
Oh, for real?
Well, Draymond is always praising him, LeBron. It's every
Yeah,
day.
that's true. That's true. No, you got a point. You got a point. I think Draymond might go to the Lakers, man.
Hey, that could happen, man.
Hey,
I'm being honest. That could happen.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's gonna be a construction team with all those bricks. Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't got no. Who's a shooter?
Oh God.
hey,
And
Ryan, you right. You right. I mean, what's his name? Russell Westbrook. I mean, his stats ain't that far off. You right. It's just like I said, that Laker crowd. I'm telling you,
Hmm.
they
they ain't got
don't
no
care about no
team.
triple doubles, man. They want championships. It's a different mentality there.
I read something. Austin Reeves. Yeah. I just about to say that Austin Reeves is gonna be starting. I'm like, when I saw that,
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah, man, they down bad. Go
Austin
ahead,
Reeves will not guard anyone.
man. Austin Reeves, man. I mean, I don't want to say he's not a bad. I'm just saying he's only in his second year, bro. Like, I feel like the Lakers are just trying to reach for crumbs.
Bro. Jimmy Butler.
The only Reeves that can play defense is Keanu Reeves. Come on.
Man, because you know when he dodged them bullets, man, I'm telling you, boy, it was
John Wick,
cold
man.
back in the '90s. John Wick, that brother Greg Keanu, yeah, put him in the Lakers jersey.
Scottie Pippen Jr. Huh?
You see what I mean? Everybody trying to reach for everybody, man. I can't wait for opening night, bro.
I know Pat Beverly is gonna go after Lassa Pippen, so good luck with that.
Man, yo, Lakers, they turned. I don't know. They turned to a circus almost, man.
Bro, I got money on. I'm betting somebody each game $100. Clippers and Lakers. This nigga, I'm betting him every game.
Oh man, that's around. LeBron hit 50. You be mad as hell.
Exactly. It's like he said, I'm gonna bet you $100 a game, man. And I'm like, all right, nigga, shit. Cash App. Here's my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? Like, just send it there, whenever you choose to. But yeah, I'll take that bet in a minute.
You gotta be careful with them season games though, because sometimes players decide to show up and not play, and the team you thought was supposed to win. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, it's true.
Man. You gotta be careful with them. Now playoff games, I bet on some of those. Them season games, man.
Yeah.
You be like, what happened?
Yeah, took a night off.
Like, yo, what happened, man? Like, go and get my $100. Remember what you said? Scottie Pippen Jr. He beat Steph Curry in them.
Facts.
Skip Bayless is already mocking the Lakers, the Pat Bev to the Lakers.
Oh, you already knew he was coming.
Yeah, you knew he was coming. But I'm telling what I say last night, BJ, let LeBron go to San Antonio. Oh, it's all over. It's all over. Man, Skip Bayless with that. LeBron, everything I said wasn't true. Shannon made me say it. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
That
man.
man just if that's the only way, Skip will probably switch sides. That man go to San Antonio.
For real. Because my San Antonio Spurs. You lame ass out of here. You were just talking
And
about the man last week.
I oddly like Skip. Like, he's like a necessary evil. Like I oddly like him. Like he make the show nice. So I'm like, I don't know why, but he just entertaining. Like, man.
No, he is. He knows how to entertain people. Like he knows how to draw people in. You know what I'm
That
saying?
man.
I get that point.
Slick Bayless. Man, because he be having Shannon. Oh, you saw that video I posted, yo? When Shannon was talking about the cat. Hey, you remember that video I posted earlier, BJ? Y'all cutting out. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I hear
I
you.
can.
Go ahead.
Man, when Skip was trying to not Skip, Shannon was trying to break down to Skip how you supposed to skin a catfish. You supposed to he said if it's a catfish, you skin it. He trying to break stuff down to Skip. Skip was just like, yeah, okay.
Oh man.
I was like, bruh. I was like, they get paid too much money.
Who's gonna
Yeah.
start for the Lakers at center?
The Lakers at center. Let's see.
LeBron.
I'm about to say LeBron maybe because unless what's his face, the hurt
No, it's
man.
probably Thomas Bryant.
There my boy go. There my boy go. Bubble.
Yeah,
Thomas Bryant.
I had to go cook somebody real quick.
What channel you went on?
Some Laker fan channel.
Oh, you went on that? I'm gonna mess with them later, probably tomorrow.
He said I'm gonna mess with him.
Yeah, I'm messing with them tomorrow.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have any bench now. They don't have bench. They don't have a bench now.
Shit,
Yeah,
they
they
trade
don't-
everybody, man. I didn't know they traded Stanley Johnson. Hell, they should have traded Austin Reeves' ass.
A dark
Wait, they
horse.
traded Stanley Johnson?
Yeah.
What the freak?
Oh,
Hey, Rick.
Pat the
Hey,
truth,
Rick.
man. Pat the truth.
Hey, Rick, my cousin. You remember my cousin Marcus?
Yeah.
He a Laker fan. I'm messing with him right now. He talking about the Lakers once they about to struggle again. He's saying no more bubble championships, nigga.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna mess with them.
Oh my God. They're gonna rely on Toscano and Lonnie Walker.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I don't know if Lakers gonna make the playoffs this time, bro. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because where they gonna get in?
Yeah.
How they gonna get in?
But you said they got Pat Bev, so I mean, you find a spot for them. Find a spot in the play-in for them.
Playing.
Yeah,
Playing.
yeah. Where they gonna find a spot? Probably the Spurs. They gonna drop. But the Kings gonna be nice this year, bro. The Kings gonna be good, and Portland's gonna be,
They got
good.
the bonus, don't they? So what's
Right? They got Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox. They got a nice little team.
They got Malik
Is
Monk.
Malik
Is
Monk.
that
Oh
Chet
yeah.
Holmgren injured?
King gonna be nice.
Yeah, Kings gonna be. Portland got Dan coming back, and they got some other pieces.
Okay. The West starting like the West again.
Yeah, Jamal Murray coming back for Denver, and then New Orleans gonna be. Yeah, West is gonna be. Man, I don't see no other team. I don't really see no bad team except the Thunder.
They might lost that Chet Holmgren guy.
Wait, is this injury that serious?
Yeah, I think it is.
Damn.
I think it is.
That's crazy.
I don't see that team. Toon Sport. I don't see the Lakers beating any team.
Bro, I don't see them beating. I see what's. I think it's gonna happen. This was my opinion. I think it's gonna be like a huge blow up. Probably like somewhere with that like 20, 30 games in the season. And I think that's gonna determine if their season goes up or down. Like Pat Bev, Darvin Ham, one of those two are gonna get into it, LeBron or Westbrook. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. So
Hey man, at the end of the day, go Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Care if nobody say 17 championships.
oh man.
I had to steal it, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Bruce be killing me with those. Hey, go Lakers, man.
Go Lakers. Yeah. They're in trouble this year, man. They're in trouble.
Oh man, we're
I
gonna
mean,
have to go call.
if LeBron doesn't go to the playoff, his last 4 years, is he still the GOAT? That's what I'm gonna say.
He never was the GOAT.
But you know what they're gonna say though. Like, well, LeBron, he was getting up there in age. They're gonna figure something out.
Yeah.
They gonna figure it out. It's gonna go from, he's in the best shape of anything we've ever seen to, well, he was 37, so I'm telling you, they're gonna make it work.
Yeah, they're gonna do something. They're gonna find a way to wiggle him out. They're gonna
Yeah.
find. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Like I ain't never seen. You know how you caught somebody red-handed. Like you saw what you saw, but they somehow weasel their way out of it. That's how I feel like they're gonna do with LeBron.
I mean, that's the stupidest trade of this year. I thought the Gobert trade was bad, but this trade is worse.
Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking.
They traded Stanley Johnson too. Come on, man.
Wait, it was in the same package?
Yes, they traded 2 players for Patrick Beverly.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, that's too much. That sound like they're trying to get some money. They probably got some cash or something. They had to get something out of it. They couldn't have just traded Pat Bev for those two.
And they know Pat Bev and Westbrook don't like each other for like a decade.
Right.
So Westbrook is not gonna be on the team. I don't think it's on.
Well, so you don't think there's something they can squash?
Because they're gonna have to if he's stuck.
Pat Beverly went on JJ Redick podcast, and he was bashing Westbrook, saying that the guy was trying to end his career.
Yeah, you put fuel on the fire.
Yeah, that's a little personal. It's different from him and Rondo, because I know Westbrook and Rondo had a little spat, but that was, small compared to like Beverly and Westbrook. Like, you just talk trash to somebody on the court, like it's not a big deal. You end it, you shake hands, it's cool. But those two, like, they really have something personal.
And Pat Beverly is always showing up to LeBron. Every time he makes a play against LeBron, he's screaming to the crowd. Last year, when he was in the Clippers, when he tipped the ball when LeBron was about to shoot. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work, bro. But
It's tough, man.
This thing bro, I can't wait for this season to start, bro.
Either, man.
Dwight Howard is not even on the team. Who's the backup of AD? Who's gonna play center?
Man, I don't know. Shit, Rasheed Wallace, I don't know. Yeah, at this point, you might as well just throw Darvin Ham out there, bro.
I'm telling you, like, Lakers is a circus show, man. There used to be Showtime, now it's circus show.
Yeah,
it looked crazy. What's going on?
When LeBron sits down, who's gonna play? Because LaMelo is not on the team anymore. Melo is not signed.
Oh, I forgot they lost. Dang. Yeah. LeBron ain't even got no backup.
No, he don't. But like I said, I think I got cut out. But like I said, man, I think LeBron really his main focus is just passing Kareem. So I mean, if he ain't got nobody on the team, you could just score. Then you could take a little break, come back in, score some more, get your triple doubles. Like I feel like it's just he just kind of writing his career off right now.
That's going. I'm telling you, Pat Bev and LeBron will get into it. That's gonna probably make Pat Bev mad. Because I think one thing about Bev is somebody he wants to win. So if he sees LeBron doing that selfish me type shit, like he gonna say something. So
When I saw Pat crying in that game, he won in the playoffs. I was like, yo, I thought it was the finals. He tricked me.
You mean
Oh, like, man.
the playing championship?
Yeah, like I'm like, yo, I said, did I miss the season? Like he was really emotional. I said, yo, Pat is that's a different breed.
because he still want to be with the Clippers. That nigga mad because the
Yes,
Clippers let him go.
he does.
He still be working out with PG and Kawhi.
And Zubac is like a great friend. Right?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I like go Pat. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Lakers and
And make
bring
the
that animosity there. See what happens. See what we can do. Like I said, man, this is just strange. And then I'm just thinking to myself, like that hole from the top down, Jenny Bus all the way down to the water. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
Y'all ain't heard nothing from AD. That's the real.
Hey,
I ain't heard nothing from him.
Would you say anything in that type of situation? Like I'm trying to tell you, man. Like the Lakers look crazy. They look wild, man.
I think he want to. I kind of low key think he want to go back to the Bulls. He want to go back home. I don't think he want to be in LA.
Well, how long is his contract? Did he sound like a little nice one?
Yeah, I think he signed. He just signed. I think he signed his extension last year.
Let's see.
You ain't going nowhere, homie.
Nowhere.
I guess Tucker is gonna start with the Jazz, right?
You know what? Because I don't know what they're gonna do with Mitchell. I would love for them to sign. They would trade Mitchell to Miami for Tyler Hero and Max Strus. I would love that trade. I think it'll benefit both sides.
I think Mitchell going to the Knicks.
That'll be dumb.
Yeah, I want Mitchell to the Knicks.
That'll be dumb.
How? His home team.
He's gonna be going to the same thing he is going through Utah. Say, can't wait for the Clippers versus Lakers. Yeah, brother, I can't wait for it either.
Man, DJ said he wanted $100.
Yeah, man, I'm getting my money. I can't. You talking about? I can't wait, nigga. I can't wait.
DJ said, "I give my money."
I will
Lakers gonna blow the boys out by 30 points. You're gonna be sad as hell.
Yeah, I'm gonna be knocking on Kawhi's door, nigga.
Pat Bev gonna have a smooth 15 on y'all. He gonna be mad because it's gonna be personal.
And that's how it is, though. He gonna be trying to play hard as hell against us. Now he gonna be out. He gonna be out for games during the season, but against us, he gonna be playing hard as hell.
Man, hard. He gonna be crying when he playing.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
When people get so mad, they start.
Yeah. Hey, tell no nigga get out our way.
Russell Westbrook gonna start hitting magical threes out of nowhere against the Clippers. Like, what the hell?
Man, if that happens, I'm feeling remote at the
Bro,
TV.
I'm telling you, that's how life works. When you expect something to go right, it go the other way. That's his life. As soon as they play the Clippers, man, LeBron gonna have 50 points. Pat Bev gonna have a good little 15, 10 assists. Russell gonna hit eight threes in a row. You gonna be like, what is going on?
He said Clippers are overhyped. We gonna see epic plays. We gonna see. Like I said, we gotta win this year. We gotta win it. I ain't sugarcoating that.
Epic, okay, but epic though. Why you say they're overhyped?
Because he I think he's a LeBron fan.
I haven't seen people talk about the Clippers this much.
They've been really quiet.
So I don't know why they're saying overhyped. They haven't talked about the Clippers.
The Clippers have been quiet, bro. Like nobody really been saying much about the Clippers. They said that they're West Coast favorite, but they ain't been talking about them because they've been out the limelight right now.
Lakers good entertainment for right now.
Yeah, Skip and Shan gonna be all over this tomorrow, man.
I would not be shocked if Pat Bev is on ESPN tomorrow. Right?
Yeah, he's actually good. He has a career in on TV. I think he has a career on TV, bro.
Yep. Now he's on the Lakers. Oh, ESPN gonna love him more. They're gonna give him a contract tomorrow.
You know he gonna take that. Businessman.
Look, man, I don't know about them Lakers, man. I'm trying to. My head is just spinning with them. That's weird. Pat Bev and you trade Stanley. Like what the hell? Like an AD, like you said, where did he even go? I think he just kind of at home. Like, man, I gotta go play. I'm gonna act like I'm hurt again. Like, every time he go for a rebound, I just be like, he ain't getting back up.
I'm scared when he lands.
Like,
even Snoop Dogg said that shit.
I mean, for a real conversation, guys, what happened, man? AD was like a monster when he was a Pelican. Like, what happened?
Putting good numbers for a bad team.
Them injury, them knees, man. Nigga's knees, his elbow, like nigga, he got weak bones. I don't know, nigga, some muscle milk.
I'm definitely not a LeBron fan, but I mean, the dude give him good enough spacing to do his thing. Like,
he got that Bynum bug.
Man, because it's like when he was, I don't know, man. That's why I said my theory of the Laker arena. It's like when you play anywhere else, it's like you just feel confident, I guess. But when you get to that Laker arena and you wearing that jersey, it's like your stats either go up or down. Like
expectations, bro.
I think the Lakers gonna trade Westbrook to the Pacers for Buddy.
Hey, you know what? I hope they do, man, because I really feel for Westbrook, man. Like I hope so he can go back to being Westbrook. Like I want to see him smile again.
Can Westbrook play for that coach? That coach is nonsense, man. The Indiana coach.
I think, like I tell BJ, this is just a opinion of theory. You don't think so? You don't think Westbrook can?
I can think he can play. I think he's gonna buy out for Indiana. Mm-hmm. That coach has a clash with Rondo.
Yeah.
Nah, you got a point. I thought about
it. Oh man. I think Westbrook probably he gonna probably end up leaving.
I mean, he always say in the press, he love his wife and kids. So I mean, just go home, man. Go to the house. Come chill with us on the couch like the rest of us, man. You did your due diligence, man. You got your little MVP, you know.
Yeah, he needs to leave, bro, for his sanity.
If he gets traded, he's gonna be a bench player now. So.
I mean, you know, that's why I'm thinking. Like, I just think that Laker crowd, man, like it just don't shoot. When the whole arena's telling you don't shoot, I don't care who you is. That's demoralizing.
Right.
That's demoralizing.
He one of the toughest minded people I've ever seen, and it even rattled him.
Like, man, I swear I would have threw the ball at the closest person. Like,
Did y'all see him get into it with the fans on the sidelines?
Yeah,
like, he was like saying, "Go home."
Oh shoot! And I mean, my TV was shaking. That's how loud that crowd was. Don't shoot, whole arena. Like, damn, bro. Like, it's like my humanity kicked in for him. I was like, damn, bro, just damn, bro. Let's walk off the court, man. Go.
That's why I can't really blame him. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it's like, nigga, like, y'all come out and do this shit. Y'all could do, like, I would say something like that because that's 82 games, bro. Like, you can only tune that stuff out for so long. You hear that every day. That's like going to your job every day, and your boss is just telling you the same. Like, bro, at some point you're gonna snap.
Exactly. That's why people come back with guns. That's why people come back to work with guns, man. That's why I'm nice to everybody, even the person that don't talk to nobody. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? God bless. Dude,
Yeah, because you might you don't want to give you a pass.
I'm telling you, man. Rick, don't show up to work tomorrow. Yes, sir. Dude.
Right.
Hey, the way they messing with Russ, all right. Come back, man. Shoot.
Yeah, you're gonna turn Crypto Center out.
I tell you, mess with old Russ, man. When they did, man, I think after that happened, of course he was trying to hold strong. He was like, I'm not even worried about it, I'm not even worried. No, you worried about it. I was worried for you. Like, shoot, I'm transparent. I would have told that I said, all y'all hurt my feelings. F this team. Like, shoot. I'm the triple double king. I would have started crying.
So, what do you guys think about the Vanessa Bryant winning the lawsuit? She's getting 60 million.
Man,
Oh man, I didn't even keep up with that. So she 60 million, and what Kobe's was that like, were they trying to hold it from her?
Where they're taking pictures of the corpse and sharing pictures.
Oh, the crash scene.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Oh yeah. Well, she
And
definitely deserves that.
so there were brains outside of the head, stuff like that.
Oh
and
my goodness.
officers were sharing pictures
Oh,
of the corpse.
that's sickening. I mean, yeah, she definitely deserves it. I mean, definitely if it gives her a peace of mind. I mean, I think when it comes to subjects like that, I mean, if it makes her feel internally better, her and her family, then definitely a win for her. Because that's that. I mean, I'm not even looking at Kobe as the basketball player, just as a family man myself. That's I can't imagine. So yeah, I mean, if she won that money and that's what it was about. I mean, if it makes her feel, just as a human, like better, like a sense of relief, then I'm glad that happened for her. I mean, you never can get the person you love back, but I mean, if it's some type of, peace.
yeah. That's just one of them things. I've always wondered how she wakes up in the morning, like just I don't know how she's even in that same house.
I
And
mean,
it's like she shared she's like everything would remind me of him and her daughter. Like that's just I don't know. That's a different type of
yeah,
strength there.
that's like I said, I'm sure she has, close relatives and loved ones and people she trusts. Um, you know, losing my grandfather, just people that knows me on my side of my personal life. Like I'm sure she has people that reach out, check on her. Plus, she's still a mom, right? So she still has a duty to the children who are still here. So that probably keeps her going. And they have each other. You know what I mean? So I'm sure when they break down, they all have each other. But that's just tough. There's no way around that. That's tough.
Man, Pagan 1A said money help the pain. Man, it can only help. It can, man. Money does not fully. Yeah, you don't always. Money doesn't help the pain like fully, bro. Like you're grieving forever. That's nothing like money can heal.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know what to explain.
she'll ever be the same because you can tell she's not the same, man. She's not the
Yeah, I
same.
don't know
You
what
can
this
tell.
dude talking about.
There's
The
there's pain
money.
in her face every day. Every time I see her, I see pain in her face. Not only you lose your husband, but you lose your child, man.
Exactly. And
Exactly.
that's what I'm touching on. That's why I said, and I'm just speaking from a place of recently what happened in my family. It's like, my grandfather was old, of course, like most people, like, people get old, they pass away, but he was real big to me and to other people. And so it's like it's still weird.
Yeah.
It's like he's still here. In my mind, he's at home watching, those old westerns right now. Like I'm not accepting it yet. And it's and what's crazy is I think the only reason why I'm doing better is because, like I said, my family, other people who are close to him.
Yeah.
So it's just like we all cry together, we could talk about it, but then it's like if I get reminded by an outside person, it stings. So I always imagine in Vanessa's shoes, like even today, like Kobe Day or his birthday, it's like we celebrating, right? We showing love and respect, but to her, it's a whole nother level, you know.
Right.
So, you know, it's always being brought up to her, but it's not going to be like how we treat it, even though we're treating it out of respect. To her, it's like that's not really a good day. Even though it's his birthday, it's like he's not here to celebrate it. And even on his birthday, around this time, I'm in court dealing with cops, you know, sending pictures they shouldn't be sending, you know what I mean, around his birthday. So it's just for her, it's probably the opposite. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know how she's able to deal with all this stuff. That's just that's a different type of pain.
I mean, she might have the Mamba mentality as well.
Of course, you know. Like that's why I said she's still a mom. She's still got to do her thing. She just like the rest of us out here. She still got to keep pressing, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm sure she breaks down like the rest of us. You know what I mean? And like I said, but you know, I'm sure her loved ones, the people who knew Kobe, who knew her on a personal level, I'm sure they always checking in. I'm sure they always there for her. But you can't replace people. At the end of the day, no matter how much money it is, you can't replace folks. You know, despite what people may feel about Kobe Bryant, opinions, all that kind of stuff, he was a person. He was loved by people, especially people that knew him personally. But he's everybody's a fingerprint on this earth. There would never be another Kobe. There'd never be another BJ. You know, another Bruce. Never be none of you guys. Once you were made, that's it. So you're always special to somebody. And I think in Vanessa's case, you know, the more we say Mamba Day or Happy Birthday, or even when his death anniversary and her daughter's death anniversary come around, it's like it's a constant reminder, you know. And then to deal with what she had to deal with the lawsuit. I mean, that's just I'm sure therapy and everything's going on right now.
And she's been dealing with this since all this first happened, which was 2 years ago. So you gotta remember that. Like she's been going to court.
Yeah.
That's like, bro, that's traumatic, man.
She definitely has the Mamba mentality, though. I will agree with you, bro, because to keep pushing like she pushing, that's Kobe did something right? Like
yeah, he picked her as his wife. Yeah,
she's still moving along, you know. Because of course I was expecting the worst to happen. I know those two are lovebirds, man. So it's just that gotta be tough. That's all I can say. That has to be tough.
Yeah. But
so shout out to the Bryant family and all the relatives related to him. You know, happy Mamba Day. You know what I'm saying? But you know, definitely to the family, much respect to you guys. If y'all ever hear this, you know, a lot of fans, everybody on this panel, I'm sure we show our respects and many prayers that way, man. Good healing energy. Seriously.
For sure, y'all, man. Of course, that's the way we're gonna end it today. Definitely worthwhile. Kobe Bryant Day. You know what I'm saying? 824. Great live, great stream, good vibes from everybody, man. Anybody last words before we end it, man?
Go Lakers.
I got a better one. Go Pat.
Go Pat. Let's go Pat.
Let's go,
hey,
Pat.
I'm counting on you, Pat. I'm counting on you,
Pat
man.
Bev. Yeah,
Boy,
baby.
D go put that picture up there. Oh, come on, B. You ain't right.
Yeah, man. That's a new point guard. As a new starting point guard, bro.
Man, look. You know what, Pat? I'm gonna leave you alone. It's Kobe's day. I ain't gonna say nothing.
We're gonna have to pray for the Lakers. They're gonna need it.
They can pray. We can pray for them when they don't play the Clippers. That's about it. I'll pray for them when they don't play us.
Bro, BJ, I'm trying to tell you, man. You betting all this money. That's when they're gonna wake up. The Lakers gonna wake up.
Hey,
Pat Bev gonna drop 40 on y'all.
yeah, man. I'm just like, oh, we play open tonight, so I can't wait for that game.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna do a live. I'm gonna do a live as the game going on, bro. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be sitting back with a pina colada in my hand, watching the Lakers getting smacked on.
I'm gonna be honest. I cannot watch Patrick Beverley play. Oh my God. It's
Like,
terrible.
yo, Bruce, why you can't watch him play?
Oh my God. When it was on the Clippers, I was like, oh my God. Why
He's
is
one of the,
this
he's the
doing so
reason
much?
why we was down early against the Mavericks, man. Luke kept putting his ass in the paint. Like, get him out the game.
He does too much, man. He thinks he's better than he is. I don't know, man. Shit.
Man, Pat, man, it got to be something about him, right? I mean, he lasts this long, he getting traded. Gotta be something about old Pat.
I
But
don't know.
I feel for the Lakers because they
I don't.
dealing with injuries already, and they getting another player who's dealing with injuries himself in the last 2 years. That's
I
He's gonna
don't.
be on the bench next to LeBron and AD by December.
in street
Yeah.
clothes.
Yeah.
And street clothes. And Westbrook gonna be out there like, I got y'all tonight. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Got y'all. Hey,
He's
you
on.
know what? Put some respect on Russ' name. He healthy. He played.
And
Yeah.
and
He
Pat Bev is
did.
gonna be on the team and yell to Westbrook, "Don't shoot."
Hey, Bruce, Pat Bev gonna be forgetting you on the Lakers, man. he, gonna,
Yo,
he gonna be telling Russell Westbrook don't shoot the ball like you said.
bro. Yo, Russ, if you hear this, man, come on, man. Don't make me look bad. I'm trying to defend you. I know you got this. Don't
Russ
let
is
that
gone.
Laker arena get to you, man. Don't let them see you curl up, man. Russ, don't let them do it, dog. Don't let them see you fold, bro. Because, hey, even if you got to put the poker face on, you about to shrivel. Don't do it. Because when I heard that, don't shoot through that TV, let me be sad for you. Golly. Oh,
Hey, remember this? Hold on.
Well, I remember one of them games. He shot the ball, and Karl Anthony Towns was like he was ducking.
That nigga Pat
oh
Bev.
yeah.
That was that same game.
Russell Westbrook shot it and he aired it, and then Carl Anthony Towns, he looked in the air, was like, close the window.
Right.
Close the window.
I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna play with a guy who did this after I was shooting. Really, that's not gonna work. The Lakers gonna trade Westbrook.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I don't blame Patrick Beverley because Russell Westbrook in the past has done worse to Beverley.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook, man, he ain't no angel. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm giving all him the smoke. Every
Oh,
time.
man.
I'm gonna give him the same smoke he gave me. Every time, bro. Look, yeah. Ain't no friends over here.
Man. DJ
Oh,
Ruthless, man.
hold on. Cause remember this? Hold on, hold on.
I got something else for you.
I got one more thing. Yeah, Pat Bev, Russell Westbrook made Pat Bev life hell, man. Man, made him lose money. Hold on.
Damaged his career.
Straight up.
Go Pat.
Yeah.
Man. Russ, man. He can come on back down to OKC, man. Pat Bev tricks y'all, man. He just running around doing nothing.
Yeah, I remember that interview too. Basically saying Pat Bev can't play D.
Well, that was just two dudes jacking at each other, man. 'Cause that's the only thing Pat Bev can do is hassle you all day.
Yeah, that's probably why he has a job.
But he can score though. He averaged like 30 in high school. Average
Yeah.
25 in the EuroLeague.
He can score, man. He can score.
He can't.
No.
Well, he won EuroLeague MVP and all them accolades.
He can score, man. Come on, man. He can score.
Oh, Pat. Let me see.
Do you want Pat Bev on the Sixers?
No.
Oh, okay. See?
I would take him. Cause put him as y'all backup point guard.
Wait, what'd you say?
Said put Pat Bev as y'all backup point guard.
Man,
Mhm.
man, the Lakers would do better if they go ahead and go grab Allen Iverson out of retirement. Like, we need somebody, man. Somebody.
They probably gonna make another move, man. I think they're gonna make another move.
They should.
Isaiah Thomas still look good. He look healthy. Sure, what are you up to?
And it ain't, man. Come on, man.
Nah, Magic be better.
Come on, man.
Hey, low key though, Magic come back. That dude look
Yeah.
healthy for real. Like he probably could still like move some bodies around big as he is.
I'm gonna shock you guys. I think Westbrook would do well with the Pelicans.
I'm really thinking about. I'm letting it marinate. I'm really thinking about that. Let's see.
He probably would.
Now who who getting traded though? Because you know that they're gonna have to let somebody go.
Mm-hmm.
No, he can come off the bench. Play with the Pelicans.
But I'm saying they got the same roster. Who got to leave?
Ooh.
Probably Herb Jones. Herb
Herb.
Jones.
Okay,
Ingram.
Herb Jones.
Jose Alvarado.
What's the guy that
I
used
like
to play for Liverpool?
Jose. Oh, look, man, look. Now, Jose, I know he knew, but I'm just saying, I trust him a little bit more.
I will trade Larry Nance Jr. for Westbrook.
Okay. So Herb, Junior. And then so let me ask you, Bruce. So like what? We probably not thinking the same, but what is like is Westbrook doing the Westbrook thing where he's just taking off, or do you think he kind of
I know
plays
he's
for the system?
he's gonna give the ball to the fifth best player, and Zion.
Zion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that was so ridiculous.
And I know the skinny guy. I forgot his name.
Ingram.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all seen the new Ingram picture?
Yeah, dude looking like stretch off of NBA Street.
Mm-hmm.
Ingram nice though. I ain't know Ingram. Like Ingram kind of got it. He pretty nice. I like Ingram.
Yeah, he's straight. He good.
Pelicans actually nice overall. Like they straight, man.
Yeah, they good, man. They my dark horse this year. They my dark horse.
I don't know, man. Russell Westbrook. I think he good where he is. He good at the circus show. He good. Stay right there with Pat.
They're gonna be fighting on the bench.
And that's what I'm saying. Gonna give you something to talk about, because
I remember when there was one game, Westbrook shot when Westbrook was on the Rockets and bricked, and Pat Bev is on the bench with the Clippers, shooting, faking like he's shooting too, and then they're talking to each other. Westbrook is on the bench on the Rockets, and Pat was on the Clippers. The Clippers online. They're yelling at each other.
Yeah, he was saying you're trash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what you were saying.
Yeah. So so many occasions, so many clips. So how these guys gonna play together? I don't know.
It's not gonna work. I mean, even last year.
I think it's more so Westbrook got the problem with Pat because he tried to
hurt
injure
him.
him. Yeah, I think it's more. I don't. I think Pat. That's just how he is with everybody. I don't think it's ever personal with him. I think it's more personal with Russ though.
I mean, yeah, you definitely take it personal if somebody try to hurt you. I mean, he did hurt him. I mean, he missed some time with the meniscus tear.
That's yeah. I mean that's true. Yeah. We gonna fight on site pretty much. So yeah, because that's outside of playing basketball, that is your money. You mess with my livelihood and everything. Like
Right.
it's one thing when it's like a fair accident, but it's another when it's like on malicious.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, because I get hurt and you actually tried to hurt me. Oh yeah, on site. Soon as I get out this wheelchair in this cab, you wait. Ooh. Yeah, that's like I said, man. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, one of y'all, I forgot who it was, but one of y'all made a comment saying it could be just a move to make another move. It could be. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they got the GM LeBron James over there, so they still got him. So GM making moves. Before you know it, D Wade gonna come out of retirement. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, these niggas old, bro. These niggas old as hell.
I'm telling he gonna get D Wade. This is what LeBron about to do for y'all. This is really gonna become a show. He gonna get D Wade somehow, Kyrie to come back. He gonna get Kevin Love, Chris Bosh. He gonna get everybody from the past.
This
He
nigga
gonna
gonna like that tomorrow.
Booby Gibson, Zalskis, all of them.
Man, really, they about to be sorry, bro. This nigga, this is how he about to look tomorrow, bro. LeBron James is a that nigga a day away from being gray all in his beard, bro. Nigga, they got older. He's traded their youth away, bro.
Man.
Come on, man.
Well, you know what? That's what happens when your mindset is to win now. Like, we need to win right now. And I mean, I guess technically they did that because at least he got one, so they did win something. But if they was looking for longevity and like a legacy,
yeah.
So they got one. I mean, I wonder, did they get their money's worth? I mean, they got one chip.
Yeah, I think you know what they got one, so now I think it's time to they probably thinking, well, that was nice, but we're gonna go ahead and just get ready for the future now, because at this point it's like we ain't gonna win with this team. I just don't see what the point with bringing Pat Bev when him and Russ do not get along.
Right.
That the whole league knows that. Like those two cannot stand each other.
Well, I feel like Looney Town, man. Like they just that's a different market, man. Like, cause I know a lot, not just the basketball play, but also the marketing. Like it's just so much with the Lakers, man. Like I don't know what they be planning sometimes. So like I said, one of y'all made that comment, it had me thinking. I'm like, I wonder if this is just a move for another move, because they trying to win now. Like they always trying to win. So, and then you got, supposed to be the greatest player in the world, like the GOAT right now. So he's still on your team. So it's like they got to figure something out. And LeBron likes looking good. So they're going to have to figure it out. You don't make him happy, it's going to be bad news.
Right. But
LeBron ain't finna look bad, bro. You going to look bad, but he ain't finna look bad.
Yeah, somehow they're going to find a way to get him off scot-free.
They're gonna trade everybody off that team, and somehow, some way, they're gonna get the old Laker crew back. What's his name? Not was it LaMelo? Which one? Lonzo. They're gonna get Lonzo back. They're gonna get Ingram back after they done got good. That's how they're gonna do it. They're gonna bring them all back somehow. And then LeBron was like, all right, guys, now since you're ready, let's go win this championship. I'm telling you, something's about to happen. Something is about to happen, man. I just can't really sit on the fact that they about to stick with Pat. Like, nah, something about to happen. They about to trade all their good players or all the people they spent all this money for somehow for LeBron so he can look good. I'm telling you, you cannot last another 3 or 4 years like this. Not as the late. You can't. There's no way.
Yeah, you're right. Till then, I'll be laughing my ass off about this.
he said, "Tune in. I'm gonna enjoy the show, man. I'm gonna enjoy the show."
Clips and 6. Clips and 6.
Clips and 6.
Shit. Clips and 3.
Man,
I only
Pat
said 6 because
five,
of
man.
numbers. But
Yo, Bubba, you still there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay, man. Who you got as the dark horse
In
this
the
season?
West?
Yeah.
With the Patrick Beverly acquisition, I gotta see the Lakers, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the Lakers, yeah.
What?
I was waiting for Bruce to say.
from the back room.
I was waiting for Bruce. Like, I was quiet on purpose. I'm like, yo, Bruce gotta hear this one.
You got rid of Tucker. Tucker can score, and Stanley Johnson can defend. And you, Patrick Beverly, he's gonna play like 35, 45 games.
Yeah, he's injury prone.
Oh man.
His Super Bowl, he's gonna be playing the Clippers. That's when he's gonna be turned to Michael Jordan. Come on, man.
Man. And BJ, you said your dark horse was the Pelicans.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Nah, my dark horse is the Nuggets.
Okay, your dark horse the Nuggets. All right. And then Bruce, what about you?
My dark horse is the Clippers.
Clippers. Okay. Let's see. Dark. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Clippers.
Why? Because I need to see Kawhi play.
Yeah. And I'm like you. I'm kind of like, yeah, I know what he did, but I need to see. I'm a little upset with Kawhi too, personally. I'm gonna need you to come back. Been waiting patiently. Need you to come back, prove to everybody that you ought to done one. Because you come back and you tripping. Like,
By the way, BJ, there's somebody in the comments saying Kobe not better than LeBron. So good luck.
Kobe's not better than LeBron. What happened? Kobe is not better than LeBron. David Brown. Okay.
Oh no, man, that's that. Remember that dude that came in, Bruce Lyon?
Yeah.
Got into it with Unc.
Oh, okay.
Remember that day he came in, he got all his facts wrong.
That's the same dude?
Yeah, that's him with that weak ass avatar.
Nah. Man said the avatar. It remind me of Colorado. I like your avatar, Brown.
I don't like that avatar.
I like your avatar. What's up, David?
It is him.
It's the same dude.
He said I cooked your aunt. I don't know if you cooked
Nah,
his
my aunt cooked your ass.
Yeah, his aunt. I don't know.
Yeah, you cooked my aunt.
I don't know about that.
My uncle don't get cooked. That nigga never get cooked. Trust me.
Shoot. If Unc said Muggsy Bogues is better than Michael Jordan, I ain't arguing with Unc. Unc got it.
Two things.
All I know is Bam cannot score. So
yeah, two things my uncle don't play with is family and the damn Miami Heat.
Yeah, you don't play with that Heat.
You don't play with the Miami Heat, bro. He'll stab you if you say anything bad about his team. Pat Riley, what nigga? Like,
yo, BJ, real talk, real question. How does he feel about Haslam?
You know what? I don't know. I ain't asked him. I don't know.
I think Haslam just signed like what a 1-year contract or something like that.
The guy is getting paid to sit down. That's a good job, man.
That is a good job. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he getting paid $1.8 million to sit down. Like,
sit down, boy. I know the WNBA mad at that shit.
Did y'all see that? There was a post I saw. where this player made the hold on, I'll send it right now. Hold on.
WNBA probably looking at that contract like, really, guys? And I would have been like, really? Like,
Wait, I got a question. Should his jersey be retired?
Haslam for the Heat?
Yeah.
I think I'm cool with that. I'm actually cool with that.
Heck no.
No? Why, Bruce?
What's that? What has he done? Man,
I mean, he
All
won
right,
3
Bruce.
chips.
All right.
No, he gets his jersey retired, Bruce.
I don't
mean,
remember
For the,
20
that's why I
years.
said for the Heat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
cool with
Heat.
20
that.
years. Yeah, for 20 years. Yeah, you got to retire his jersey.
I remember one Haslam play, sitting down. That's it. I don't remember all the plays.
Oh man.
Look,
What?
what I remember from Haslam is when he had braids and now he got the short hair. That's what I.
No. God.
Bruce, let that man retire his jersey, man. Let people have stuff.
No, God. Aslam like is like a someone in Congress sitting down doing nothing.
Bruce, you know I'm messing with you, man. Hey, Haslam, I don't know. That's up to the Heat organization. But I don't know, man. You know, I think he man, you got me stuck thinking about that now. Like he really getting paid sitting down. Like, damn.
This guy is not doing anything, man. Nothing. Come on, man.
He is really sitting there chilling and paid. Like
He's getting paid than the guy who's mopping, you know, come on, man. That's a good job. He's not even sweating. No.
No, he's sweating. He yelling at them refs. He definitely sweating.
Yelling, clapping.
Yeah. He being a hell of a cheerleader.
Yo, David Brown said Haslam doesn't deserve his jersey. So there you go, Bruce. He agrees with you. And
Yeah,
then
to me, he doesn't.
Haslam is a bench bum.
I don't think he's a bum. I disagree with that.
And then Pat Bev don't move the needle. Lakers is desperate. Heat culture ain't worth. Read that question. That little statement. Ooh.
Lakers is desperate. I agree.
Lakers is.
They're listening to the fans because all week for the past 2 weeks on Twitter, get Pat Bev. That's all I heard. So
I mean, I thought he can help him out, but I didn't think about them trading away THT and Stanley Johnson. I didn't say that.
that's
I
worse.
said he could help him out.
That's crazy, man.
You traded two of your top 5 players for two of your top 7 players for one guy.
Man, Bev coming with that heat.
Pat Bev agent, man. I need Pat Bev agent.
Man, I'm telling you, maybe he can get us a job. Bruce sitting down next to Haslam.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Haslam knows somebody. Shoot. Man,
Well,
I don't know, man. The NBA is
BJ, aren't you going to the first take thing at 6:00? You're gonna sleep?
yeah, I'm about to go to bed, man.
Okay. Well, Bubba, Bruce, man, I always like hearing y'all, man. It's a blessing to hear y'all voice. I'm glad y'all doing good. You know we love when y'all along.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Definitely. Man,
BJ, go get some sleep, bro.
Yes, sir, man. Y'all get some sleep too. Love all y'all, man. We back on here tomorrow.
All right. Love, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right.
Love. Man, that concludes the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. We appreciate y'all coming through, man. Respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out here like swim well.